Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. So today we were talking about this Tory Lanez trial because apparently there are people who want to spread fake news, you guys. There are people who want to spread fake news, and I get it. You want to be the first person to break whatever the verdict is going to be while the jury is deliberating. However, there was a blogger, I won't say who it is, but they broke while the jury was at lunch, you guys. They broke at, on their page that basically the verdict was in and that Tory Lanez was found not guilty and was found guilty of the discharge of a gun or what have you. And it was ridiculous, you guys. It was absolutely ridiculous because literally the jury was out to lunch. The jury was out to lunch for like over an hour, I believe. And there were other bloggers who were there at the court who were physically in the courtroom that were like, there's no verdict yet. I'm sitting here at the court and there's no verdict yet. Right? So, and it's like everybody who is at the court or near the court or has people close to the court, or close to, the prosecution or close to Tory Lanez's defense attorneys are listening. They're like, listen, there's no verdict yet, you guys. There is no verdict yet, you guys. So therefore, whoever is spreading that there is a verdict, that's not true. And this is why people get a bad name, right? This is why people get a bad name. And, and again, this is also facilitated by 45, you guys, to where you can literally say anything that you want. And if enough people believe it, if it goes viral quick enough, that's all that matters, right? But the problem is there is so much more damage that takes place when you put that type of energy out there, because there's some people who are going to believe you. And the thing is, there has been things that this particular blogger has been correct about, right? But there's also been things that they have also been completely wrong about, right? And have been completely wrong just to get the story out first, just to be the first person to say, hey, I broke this first, right? But then what happens if the verdict is completely different, right? What happens if the verdict is completely different from what this blogger posted, right? Then it is going to be everything's going to break loose, you guys, because everybody's going to be like, all right, why did you waste our time like this? Why did you get our hopes up thinking X, Y, and Z? Why did you stress us out having us think X, Y, and Z? But this is why you always have to go to reputable sources, you guys. This is why you always have to go to reputable sources. I get that you want to make that quick buck. I get it. You want to go viral. You want to get the views. You want to get the likes and everything else. But is it worth ruining your credibility and your integrity just to say that you were first on a story that is not verified to be true yet? Literally, the jury was out to lunch when you broke it, right? Literally, they were out to lunch. And there would be no reason for them to go out to lunch and come back to continue deliberating if they already have a verdict, you guys. Like, we just have to put our heads together, right? We have to think, and we have to be logical, you guys. We have to think, and we have to be logical. So it is coming up, Pacific time towards the end of the day, because I believe they have like a strict union out in California to where everything has to be shut down by 4:30. So we will find out momentarily by the end of day, which will be in Pacific time, about half an hour, whether or not the jury has come to a verdict at the conclusion of their deliberation for this afternoon. And if not, if they're going to continue to tomorrow to deliberate, or if they are going to take the entire holiday to, take their time off, spend their time with their families, and then come back Tuesday and finish deliberating, you guys. This could get very interesting depending on, what they decide, right? Because then the longer you're away from this, that's a lot easier for a lot more inside influences to be like, hey, this is what they're saying online, blah, 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 blah. Like, it could be a whole hot mess, you guys. It could be a whole hot mess. So I am hoping that they either if they don't come to a verdict today, that they come to a verdict by tomorrow afternoon, is what my hope is. But we will ultimately see. We will ultimately report what the real news is, you guys, here. We will report the real and verified news, right? Now, there has been a few times where I have reported from reputable news sources that are pretty accurate with their stories, and there's been a few times that they were completely wrong, or they completely misread a situation, and I've always come back to, update the videos or update the stories in those instances. But that is why I'm pretty diligent, and that's why I don't always care whether I am the first or the last person to report on certain things, because I like to do my due diligence, you guys. I like to do my own research for myself and not just rely on what somebody else put on their social media, right? Because this is why it's important to verify your sources, right? To verify whether or not things are true. And pretty much everybody has stated up until this point that there is no verdict yet, right? So I'm going to believe the people who are actually at the court, right? Versus people who are online trying to make anything go viral, trying to, push a certain narrative before it is official. And that is very dangerous, right? That is very dangerous to do, especially in a high profile case like this, where there's already enough energy with, the division and everything else on what side of the coin everybody is on. So there is that. So please let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.